What is going on, guys? In this video we're going to talk about the products that should not be sold on Amazon, the products that you guys should stay away from. That way you run into no trouble and you're a lot less risky if you stay away from these items. So let's get into the video. Now, I've been getting a few emails of people sending me their products and asking me my opinion on them, along with a lot of students that I'm teaching asking, oh, is this a good product to sell? Oh, the numbers look good here, should I start it? But it's not just about the numbers. Yes, the numbers are very important, but that's not always the case of why you should just do something, because there's multiple other things to look at. And some of this stuff is kind of common sense if you think about it. So I'm going to break down the few things that we should not be selling on Amazon in order to avoid a lot of issues that we don't want to deal with. Product number one is going to be breakable items. Now, if this isn't common sense to you, then I don't know if you should be even trying to sell on Amazon, because why are we going to try to sell breakable items if we don't have to? Why am I going to go try to find something that's ceramic or glass or anything that can break very easily? Because we're going to have to ship these, remember, from China, possibly overseas to wherever you guys are located. So in the United States or the UK or wherever, the probability of those items getting broken or messed up along the way is pretty high. A few of them probably will get broken or whatever. So say we are getting glass cups from China, we're getting them sourced, and they get shipped over from China to the Amazon warehouse in the country that you guys are selling in. So let's just say the United States. Now, Amazon processes all that stuff. Well, what happens if they ship out a broken item to a buyer or a customer and they open it and it's broken? That is going to be a horrible review for your listing. First off, they're probably going to go on there and take a picture and say came broken, horrible, 0 stars out of 5 or whatever. And that is already bad right off the bat. And we definitely don't want to be doing this, because once we get a few negative reviews, say we only have 10 reviews and 4 of them are negative, then that's a horrible star count. That's like, what, 3 stars or something like that, if the other ones were all 5, but those probably weren't 5s either. So that automatically will make people look at your listing and see that you have 2 stars, 3 stars or whatever, and they're not going to buy your stuff. They're going to go to someone else who's more reliable and I guess more trustworthy, because based off of your reviews, you're not very trustworthy or reliable. Now, another reason why we don't want to play around with breakable items is because we are going to have to also make sure that they are being shipped very protected. That way they're not going to break. So the only way to do this is if we really make sure our supplier is putting extra work into it, like wrapping it a million times and stuff like that. And either you're going to have to ask them for pictures of their packaging, or you're going to have to send someone out there to check it and make sure, like inspect the whole shipment before it goes out to Amazon. And that could be another few $100s. So we definitely don't want to even deal with that stuff. So stay away from breakable items. Now, number 2 is going to be electronics. Now, this kind of ties in with breakable items, because most of the time, if you guys are getting electronics from China, then they are probably going to break very easily. So if they're breaking easy and our customer gets angry, then they're probably going to leave a bad review. So same case situation as the breakable items. So we don't want to have bad reviews, and we definitely don't want to mess with anything that's easily broken. So electronics from China, probably going to be bad, probably not going to be very reliable unless you're doing a lot of research and testing. So if you guys are going to be doing electronics, you have to be shipping samples to your house, and you better be testing these to make sure they're not going to A, blow up on someone and get you sued, B, just break very easily, or C, don't even work at all, because you don't even know what you're getting from China. Because if I'm getting, let's say we are getting iPhone chargers, we don't know if they're going to electrocute someone, we don't know if they're going to catch on fire, we don't know if they're going to not even work, or possibly damage the iPhone battery that they're charging, or whatever the case may be. It's just too many factors. We don't want to mess with it. That is for a certain special group of people who really know a lot about that already. But if you guys are just getting started out and you aren't extremely experienced in selling on Amazon, or possibly selling electronics in general, then I would stay away from electronics for sure. Now, the third group of products that we want to stay away from is anything that has a lot of variations. So let's say, for example, we are looking up selling tennis balls, and we look at the competition and we see that all of them pretty much have a variation. They have yellow, they have orange, or maybe they have a yellow, orange, blue, and almost all the competition is offering variations. and we don't have the budget for that, then we don't want to get involved, because there's no way we can compete with those listings that have all those different options available. Like I said, this is only for a select group of people. So if you are highly experienced, or you have the pretty hefty amount of money to put into this, to where you can afford to actually purchase multiple variations of one item for just one listing, then go for it. But if not, and you don't have the budget and you don't have the experience, then I would stay away from any sort of variation item that has a lot of the competition doing the variation. This also applies to anything being sold in packs. So for example, let's say we are selling pens, like I always use as an example, and we see that the competition is selling packs of 50, packs of 100, packs of whatever, a million, it doesn't matter. And we see that they are selling at such low prices for those packs that we cannot compete with those tiny profit margins that they are competing for, then we most likely want to stay away from it. We definitely want to make sure that we have decent sized profit margins, and that could be a whole talk for another video. But if we are seeing that these competitors that are selling packs of pens or packs of Ziploc bags or whatever it is, and they have tiny profit margins because they're selling so many for so cheap, then we don't want to mess with those profit margins. They are not what we are looking for, and there are plenty of other good products that we can actually make some real big money off of. Now, there are definitely a lot of other different variations of items that we should not be selling. For example, I can say patented items, which is pretty obvious, because why would you sell something with a patent? If you guys don't know how to check for patents, I'll put a card up top to my video and I teach you how to do that. Also maybe gated products, because if you're not ungated in that category, then you're not going to be able to sell it. Restricted or banned items on Amazon, so that I'll probably make another video on. Make sure your items are definitely not banned or restricted from selling on Amazon. So patents, gated items, or restricted and banned items. All three things that we should definitely also stay away from. Those are pretty obvious. You just got to do a little bit more research on those and just, dig a little deeper to figure those things out. The most important lesson for this video is that you guys are doing the proper research. You know what you're doing. You're learning from the right people, and you're not going to make these stupid little mistakes, or you're not going to not know what you're doing. And trust me, if you end up not knowing what you're doing, or you do make a few little mistakes along the way, they can really hurt you and come back to bite you in the butt. So make sure you guys are learning from the right people, from the right sources. And by the way, like always, if you guys ever need help from me, you can email me. I'll put my email right here somewhere. Also, it will be down below for you guys. And also you can leave comments down below. Let me know any questions you might have, and I respond to everything. So that is going to be it for this video. Make sure you guys go down below, click on that like button if you learned anything new. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And last but not least, go down below, leave me a comment, and let me know you subscribed, or let me know if you have any questions. And that is going to be it, guys. I will catch you guys in the next video.